It's been a great series for us. I think coming in with a couple of debutants at the start of the series and then adding another one as we went. Yeah, we couldn't be happier to be sitting here 3-0 up.
How have those guys sort of adjusted to that level so quickly?
I think it's a real sign of the strength of domestic cricket at the moment. We're seeing guys coming in and playing strong international cricket straight off the back of their domestic performances. So for me, we must be doing something right domestically for guys to be able to make that step. And I guess another little part of that is the environment that we've created here as a team and as a support staff to make guys feel welcome and just let them go out and express themselves. It's certainly pleasing to see those guys come in and make an impact straight away.
It's been talked about for a while, sort of, I suppose, when look at that sort of 2021 World Test Championships winning side, that the age of that side was sort of verging on 30 for a lot of them already, and there would be a need to bring those younger players through. There has been a number of players come through in the past sort of 2 seasons, hasn't there, that are already challenging.
Yeah, I think part of that is those guys were playing exceptional cricket, the older guys that you mentioned there. So I think you do have to sort of knock the door down, and I think we're seeing the benefit of that with guys coming in now. They've had a little bit of experience. I think a guy like Nick Kelly, who's been around the domestic scene for a while and gets his opportunity in this series. But guys like that, he certainly didn't look out of place in international cricket, and yeah, I think it's a great sign for us that we have guys developing a little bit later, and yeah, I guess there's a few more like Daryl and myself who spent a lot of time in domestic cricket and honed our craft, and then or Jacob Duffy's another one. But yeah, able to come out and put match-winning performances together.
And given the surfeit of international cricket these days and commitments for people everywhere, this type of series isn't going to be uncommon now, is it? That you might not always have your first 11 players available, so you need that depth, don't you?
Yeah, it's a ever-changing landscape, and I don't think anyone knows where it's going to land at the moment. But while there's these commitments on, and I know that whenever anyone comes into this BLACKCAPS environment, they give their all for the team, and that's something that's a non-negotiable for us, as making sure that we have that commitment on the field and when you're part of the squad. So yeah, it's pleasing that we can win series with a number of guys away, but yeah, who knows where that will end up. But I guess we don't have a crystal ball, so we just have to play what's in front of us, and really happy with the series that we've just been a part of.
One of those new guys, obviously, Reece sort of almost forced his way into a white ball squad almost through his weight of runs in Blanket Shield, but Gary felt he could also play. He obviously plays a lot of very sort of technically correct type of shots as well, doesn't he? There's an awful lot of potential and ability there in all formats.
Yeah, so I think we saw a glimpse of how good he can be in white ball cricket, and he's obviously got a number of hundreds in first class cricket and done really well in that format. But I guess yeah, those runs can translate into other formats, and it was certainly a fantastic innings out there. He weathered the storm of the Pakistan bowlers early on today, and then applied pressure and had a couple of lusty blows. So I think he's got a bright future ahead of him, and it's sort of the first time that I've seen him up close, because he's sort of newer on the domestic scene. But really impressed with the way that he's gone about it, and a nice guy as well. Really fit into the environment nicely, and it's great to see those young guys come in and play the way that they want to play, but also yeah, respect the environment and add to it as well.
Tell us a little bit about that catch that you made when it went up in the air. Where did you rate your chances out of getting it?
Yeah, I was saying earlier, I think my mind is a little bit younger than my body, so I thought that I was just going to get there and take it without having to dive or anything like that. But yeah, it sort of just happened. I ended up on the ground and the ball in my hand, so pretty happy that it stuck. But yeah, I think those moments are pretty cool and can change a game a little bit. And yeah, fortunate enough to get it in the midst that time.
You obviously had an impact on the game with the batter as well. You must sort of feel like our international sort of career has gone, despite that injury that ruled you out for a while, that you sort of probably wish you were doing this 10 years ago.
Oh, look, I wouldn't change it for the world. I think if you come in and get thrust into international cricket without being ready, you can get sped out pretty quickly. So my journey's my journey, and I've really enjoyed that, and I wouldn't have it any other way. I probably wouldn't be bowling if I got put in early, and I'm really enjoying that part of my game as well. So it's been pleasing to get a few more runs than perhaps I did when I first came into international cricket, and contribute with the bat as well. But yeah, I'm enjoying all facets, and yeah, long may that continue.
What was your reaction when the lights went off?
It's pretty scary. I saw Jacob just release the ball, and then didn't really see much after that. I saw the batsman jumping out the way of it, and Mitch Hay jumping out the way as well. It was
Yep.
certainly nothing that I've ever seen before, and yeah, thankfully no one got hurt, because it was a pretty scary moment. But yeah, luckily we can all laugh about it now.
Was there a worry that they might not come back on and you wouldn't get to finish it off?
I did have a quick look at the scoreboard, and we were ahead on Duckworth Lewis, so it wouldn't have been too bad for us. But yeah, thankfully the lights were able to come back on, and we could resume.
How nice is it to have guys like Ben Sears, Jacob Duffy and Willow Rourke at your disposal as a captain?
Yeah, I think the fast bowling stocks are in a great place at the moment, and we've seen that throughout the 2020s and one days, how good all those guys have been, and they just seem to keep getting better, and with the games that they're playing and the experience that they're building. So I think one of the things with guys being away for this series, when those guys come back, or Matt Henry away with injury, yeah, when those guys come back, there's going to be a lot more experience in that bowling group, and it can only be good for New Zealand cricket.
And how good is it to see Ben Sears back-to-back fifers, the first New Zealand bowler to do that as a fellow Firebirds teammate? Nice to see him getting some success in the ODI arena.
Yeah, I've seen the way that Ben's worked hard to get himself back from a number of injuries in the last couple of years, and the way that he works tirelessly. He leaves no stone unturned to get himself back ready, and it's great to see him going out there and doing his thing. He's bowling quickly. Yeah, it's outstanding to have him as a resource to use as a captain, and I'm sure he's scaring a few batsmen along the way. And yeah, to take five is an art, and he's certainly on top of that at the moment.
And overall, how have you enjoyed the opportunity to lead the side on home soil? Do you feel like it's given you, I guess, an extra string to your bow in terms of your overall, performance with both bat and ball?
Yeah, I think it's been an honour, first of all, to lead here in New Zealand, and be in front of the home fans, and see all the smiles on the faces of the kids at the grounds here and around New Zealand. So that's the cool thing about it, and yeah, it's one of those things. I think there's some amazing moments that you get being a captain, and feeling proud to lead this team. And yeah, the guys have every sort of bowling change I've made, they've sort of made it their own, and done the role that I've asked of them. So that's all we can ask as a group, and I like to think it's been an enjoyable time for everyone in the group. So you might have to ask them a little bit more about how they've enjoyed it, but I've certainly enjoyed it, and yeah, it's been a great success as well.
Well, just finally, for me, as a senior guy in the overall environment across different formats, how do you reflect on the overall summer, heading into, I guess, a quieter winter, just the Zimbabwe tour in the middle of the winter before you sort of come back? How do you reflect on the last few months for the team?
Yeah, it's been an amazing summer. I think you think right back to the tour that we had in India, and the success we had there as a test team, which was amazing. And then I guess the other highlight was the Champions Trophy, and the way that we went there. Obviously, not being able to get over the line was disappointing, but yeah, there's been some great cricket played along the way, and I think the amount of sold-out games that we've had throughout the country has been outstanding, and I think cricket is alive and well in New Zealand, and you see that with all the fans that are turning out, and hopefully we can put a smile on a few of their faces after the day's play. It's been awesome to see all the kids lining up for autographs, and having a real enjoyment around cricket, and yeah, that's got to be good for the game. And then obviously the White Ferns, the world champions, was also part of this summer, so amazing to see them do their thing, and yeah, I think cricket in New Zealand is in a really good spot.